We live.
There we go. Oh, it is still 25 degrees,
Oh yeah.
and
If
it's
you
9.
if you need to call off at any point, just don't hesitate.
I've had to close my window, so I invited you. There you go.
Oh
Invite to fire
oh,
too.
there it is.
Let me turn this down. Hit.
Yeah. Okay. Whatever it is, it's like I always get the mark. Like I always get the class item first, or like the class item is like the only piece of armor that I'll get.
For what? Oh, for an armor set?
Like yeah, like when we did. Oh shoot, our equipment's locked.
Uh-huh.
Okay, well thankfully I can change my loadout before we load in. So we're doing Dual Destiny.
Yep.
I'm gonna track it. Actually, no, I can't track it. It doesn't have a thing for it.
Nope. And I'm on my warlock, so
All right, I'm still on my Thunder Crash build.
A long time ago, there were three sisters.
yeah.
Ooh.
Where are you?
A voice in the darkness put a lie in
Okay,
their
look in your
hearts,
bottom left,
and they've acted on it
where like your
since.
status is. You see
Just
Yeah.
as you
light aligned?
Light
lied
aligned.
too.
So you gotta
Yes.
stand on all the
Light
light
and
stuff.
dark. Witness
Okay,
and
and you have
traveler.
Dark Line.
Yep.
Always doubled, always pitted against each other in some grand
And we are
game.
timed, by the way. So
Well,
Oh,
I've had
okay.
enough of their game.
Well,
Haven't
there
you?
isn't a. Oh, there's a timer.
Let's break their rules.
Oh, it's 5. It's 6
together.
minutes. Okay.
yeah, don't worry, it's fine. Just go up. Oh, yeah, just keep going up unless I miss my jump and ruin
Okay.
it.
I'm going. Whoa, that's a cool skybox.
Just start shooting stuff.
We're just going this way.
Yep. Just, we gotta get to the end and then stand on the plates again.
Okay.
Nice.
Whoa. Ooh,
Okay,
oh my.
light is over here with me.
Okay.
There we go.
All right. I love Shadow Thralls.
They are pretty good.
No, actually, they are conceptually.
So, this one, we will... Careful where you jump.
Uh-huh.
There you go. Okay, one of us
Easy.
will have to read out symbols, the other will have to shoot. Okay?
Okay.
So, you go down below.
Okay.
There you go. Our time has been extended.
Do I just need to stand in the middle here, or?
Yeah. Stuff will come to you, so...
Okay. I'm shooting. Hello.
Okay. So, tell me if you see a symbol.
Oh, dude with a black circle
Okay.
in his chest.
Do you see any other symbols?
No.
Okay, because I get a bunch of symbols that spawn, but you have the correct one.
Okay. Yeah, I see. Yeah, there are two pedestals here.
Yeah.
But yeah. Oh, a moat.
Yes. You need to pick up the moat.
Oh, there's a one. It looks like the traveler with the tower. I think.
Okay, perfect. First
All right.
encounter.
What next?
We teleport. And now it's flipped.
Oh, cool.
I will see the correct thing, and then you will have to shoot what I tell you to.
Okay. Okay. Now, where do I go?
Just come down here. You'll see them spawn.
Like down here, or
Yep.
like
Up here,
Here.
because I can't kill this guy. You have to kill him. Then I will pick up my moat.
okay.
Okay, first one
Oh.
is a pink flower with like a swirl in the center.
I see no symbols.
You have to pick up your moat from the dude. The guy that's up there. You'll have to... So it's like a pink flower. Once you pick up the moat.
Pink flower. I see no such pink flower.
You don't see any like things with a picture above them?
Well, I do.
Okay,
Like,
shoot.
I see.
Shoot what looks like
Is
an
that
orange.
it
It's
looks like a wit.
okay.
Is it the witness?
There's a black figure with orange hair. Shoot that.
Okay.
You know, we have to do it in order. Okay. We gotta redo this. Okay. First one is like a lot of white with colors in it. Kind of like a flower with
I light
petals.
with colors. All right. Like a white spiral in the center.
No. It's like a
Okay.
white ball and then white like petals around it with color marks. You shot the wrong one.
What?
Okay. This one is a black sun.
Okay.
It's a black circle with like white lines around it like you would draw a sun but black and white.
A black sun. I only see two.
It's okay. Now we
I see two things, and none of them look like a black sun.
okay. Then kill your guy. Grab the moat and the next ones will spawn.
Okay, black sun.
Yeah. You shot it?
Yep.
You see one that's like white, green, and red in that order, kind of like a flag.
Yeah.
Shoot that one. Okay. Third symbol, it's a guy that looks like he has a cup of water flowing into his head. He's got like a blue like thing into his head. Nice.
Okay, is that it?
Yep, on to the next one.
All right.
So now you'll have to look at the thing and tell me what to shoot.
Okay. Okay, is it gonna appear down here, or do
Nope,
we need
you
to come
guys
up
up
to you?
here.
Okay, I'm coming.
Oh, I'm gonna die.
Oh no.
Okay. First symbol, what is it?
It's like a mirror image of like the thing from the like the throne world, like the altar of reflection. Like it's like two of them, like mirrored up and down.
Okay. What's the second one?
Let me kill this guy and I'll tell you. Black sun with a bunch of spirals around it, or not spirals, but
The white like lines?
yeah, the white lines.
Okay.
Okay, there's my bitch. Okay, next one is like okay, it's a red and orange with like a white line snaking through it, and but there's some black on the bottom. And oh, I'm down.
Okay. So you said a snake?
I think you shot the right one.
Okay. You still have the moat for number 4?
I don't think so. No, I don't. Okay,
Okay.
I need to come up. Oh, give me my moats back. Okay, I have 2 moats. 3 moats.
Okay.
Okay, the 4th one is a black fleet.
Black fleet? Okay.
Black fleet, like in front of an orange planet.
Okay.
Okay, another one.
I would just move.
Okay. No, that was stressful, but it wasn't bad.
And doing this, you will learn stuff for one of the raids.
Ooh. Is the Throne World raid?
Yeah.
I don't remember which one that is. Is that Garden?
That's Val.
Oh, Val, yeah, with the Rolk.
Yes, sir.
Rolk, so weird. Oh, that's a crawl space.
Yeah.
Thankfully, I didn't eat my jump. Okay. Oh, hello. Goodbye. Are those fans?
Okay. I'm going up.
Did I hear you using the outbreak?
Yes.
I could recognize that sound anywhere. Oh, I got pushed off.
Okay, well, I can't
Okay,
get you.
one at a time.
Yes.
And I will be with you momentarily. Hey.
Okay, hurry.
No, do not blast me off. Right, I'm here.
Okay. You'll see the walls recede, go to the next point.
Okay.
So for you, that's right there.
Oh, over here. And up here. Okay, I'm at the next spot.
Okay.
Where the oh, there? Oh, do I really have to scale that?
Yeah.
Oh, wait, or do I jump over here? Ah, jump over here. Okay, over here. There it is.
Okay. And now you gotta get across. Okay. Making good time. We're like halfway done.
Heck yeah.
Okay. This one is time-based. But like a
Okay.
clock, we'll go 12 and around. Go step on your thing quick.
Okay.
Okay. We'll have to shoot stuff in the same order. You'll have to tell me what you see on the clock. Okay.
Oh.
So I have right side being 1, 2, and going around. So 1, 2, 9. I have 1, 2, and 9. What do you have?
Okay, which ones?
Top right is 1.
Man, hang on, God,
So which ones don't have a beam?
I have so many husks. I'm sorry, okay, is it the ones that don't have a beam of light?
Yes.
Okay. So 3. God fucking
Guardian down.
3.
So 3, 6, and 7. Oh, is that it? Okay. One, 7, 9. I have 2, 4, and 5. last round. Okay, what do you have? I have 3. Oh, fuck, I'm trying to count. 3, 7, and 8. Right, because 9 is the last one on the right, on the left. Yeah. Alright. Oh yeah, aren't there secrets in Dual Destiny? I thought there was. Oh, aren't there feathers? Okay. 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 Whee!
For some reason, I think I've been muted this whole time.
Oh, on screen?
Yeah. Somehow.
Damn.
Oh well.
Fucking grim. Okay, Grim's dead.
Okay. Stand on your plate.
Oh, there's my well. Okay. Yippee! I'm very glad that I hit the side.
There's 2 of them, so be careful.
Okay. Okay, that's one down. Okay, the Thunder Lord has really grown on me.
It's a really good gun. Okay. Okay, stand on your plate. Okay. Do the rings.
Oh, hello, hands.
On we go. Oh. Okay. Go through.
Alright, final encounter.
Yep. This one will have time stuff again, but it'll be a full 12. And we'll have to do it, like,
Okay.
quicker than we were before.
Okay. It'll be easier than before.
No, because you'll still be assailable by enemies.
Or
but
whoa. Oh, Subjugator. So is it the same thing for like the Subjugator? Whoever kills the Subjugator has to get the other ones?
No. We'll just have to
Okay.
shoot whatever at the same time. We'll have the same
Okay.
stuff.
Immunity phase.
Like, we'll have the same whatever. You'll just have to tell me what you have, and then I'll shoot the same.
Okay. Okay, so where does the time stuff happen?
It happens in a moment once we kill. There's a light wizard and a dark wizard.
Oh, okay, yeah, your wizard's over there.
Yep, dead.
Okay, where's my wizard?
Down below here.
Down here?
Yeah, and then you'll have to
Oh,
tell
there
me.
you are.
You have to tell me what to shoot. What symbol? What symbol?
Okay. Okay, how do I know which symbol?
You have to tell me what the.
Because there are multiple symbols.
Okay, you should see a symbol for where you killed your guy. What do you see?
Where I killed my guy. He didn't drop a symbol.
Okay, what symbols do you see?
Above the subjugator.
Yeah.
Okay, I see the mirrored the mirrored fountain, earth, and
Okay.
fuck, I didn't.
We gotta
see the
redo it.
last one.
Okay, it goes in an order
Okay.
for
So
that.
from top to bottom or bottom to top?
Which one did you read first for the mirror?
Bottom.
Okay, so it's top to bottom.
Okay.
So we have to kill wizards again. Assuming they respawn. Hello, game?
Hello, spaghetti code.
There we
Yeah,
go.
that's another thing that we like.
There you go,
about
your
Deep-
wizard
that we
is
didn't
there.
Like about Deep Stone Crypt. Spaghetti code.
Over here, Maddie.
That is not my wizard. That's your wizard.
I know, over here. He's down by the subjugator there.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so from Pyramid Fleet, Spiral with colors around it, and a dude with a black circle in his chest.
The Ludwig one. Okay.
Motherfucker.
Guardian down.
Fucking exploding tusk thing. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Guess what next?
Kill stuff.
Alright.
Wizard's there. Behind you, behind you, behind you.
So now do I need to shoot symbols?
Oh. Nope, it's the same one. You'll have to tell me what to shoot.
Okay. Okay, so from top to bottom, a dude with orange smoke coming out of his head, the spiral one, and a pyramid, like a single black triangle with the red and brown and orange.
Okay. He's damageable again?
Okay, I got like 4 husks on me. I got a really good thunder crash on a Tanix, like
Nice.
during the last damage phase. It was really cool.
Reload, please. Thank you. Okay.
Immunity phase.
It's getting locked in.
Oh, what the fuck? I'm locked in with him.
Oh,
Guardian down.
okay.
What the fuck? He just teleported onto me. Okay.
Expector is here.
Okay. So now do I need to shoot symbols? Oh no,
Not
time.
yet. Okay, fine. Your wizard's over here. By me.
Okay.
No, that. Yours is by you. This is mine over here. Sorry.
Oh.
I'm gonna die though, because I'm stuck. Go.
Fucker moved out of my thunderclap range. Okay. So what symbols do I need to shoot?
Yellow hair, orange hair, snake, and then orange square.
Okay. Orange hair, snake,
Orange square.
and then orange square. Oh, where? There it is.
Nice.
Okay, I don't mind husks, but just when so many of them spawn, and then their fucking babies fly at you.
Yep. We're almost at the clock bit. Okay.
Okay.
There we go. Clock time. Okay. You'll have to shoot a wizard that's by you. Kill him. Oh, yours is over here, so we gotta switch sides.
Oh,
Switch sides.
switch sides.
Okay. And then tell me what no. So, one at the very top around.
Okay, which one? Okay, is this one?
It's like a clock. So 12, 1. Tell me which ones you have.
Oh, fuck. That are glowing?
Yes.
Okay, two. Oh my gosh, it's so fast.
Yes.
11, 3, 4, 6.
Okay. Which ones do you have?
Okay, 12, 1, 4, 7.
12, 1, 4, 7.
1, 6, 10, 11.
Okay.
12, 3, 5, 7. Incorrect node.
So
12,
12
1,
at the very top.
yeah, 12 at the very top. 12, 1, 3, 7.
Okay.
1, 3, 8, 9. Yeah, 1, 3, and 9.
Okay. How about I read mine out and then you shoot that one?
Okay.
Okay. You set?
Yeah.
I have 12, 4, 9, and 11. Okay, 12, 4. Oh, okay. Don't shoot them yet.
Okay.
Okay, 1, 2, 1, 5, 7, 8. Nice. We have to shoot the ones we have together.
I have so many Grims on me, I'm gonna fucking die. My fucking barrier didn't go. Oh, because I was fucking.
Okay, 1, 2, 6, 11. What do you have?
Oh, okay, 2. Oh my gosh, what the. Okay. I needed just like a second. Okay. So do we both read out and shoot?
We have to shoot the same ones that we have.
Shoot this. Wait, what?
So the ones you have with the tether, we have to shoot the same ones. I have 12, 11, 5, and 8.
Twelve, 11.
Okay, now I have...
Does it need to go clockwise?
Yes. I have 12, 1, 4, and 7. Okay. You got... tell me which ones you also have. Okay, I have 2.
12, 1,
Okay, I have 4.
3. Fuck! 12, 1, 8, 11.
Okay. 12, 1, 5, or 4, 5.
Fuck, fucking Grims.
Okay. 11, 9, 8, 7. Which do you have?
11, 9, 8, 7, that's not clockwise.
I'm looking at my numbers. I'm saying 1, 3, 4, and 6. Okay. Every time you shoot, or both reset.
I was shooting the ones you said, but you were also shooting the ones I said, so I don't know what the fuck's
Okay.
going on.
I have 12, 2, 6, and 9, and 10.
Why is that incorrect?
Okay. Shoot 11.
Okay.
Okay, that's 1. Shoot 2.
I didn't even shoot anything.
Okay. Shoot 3. Okay. Shoot 6.
Fucking reloading.
Okay. Shoot 2. We'll just do it. Shoot 2 again.
Okay.
Shoot 2.
I'm shooting 2.
Shoot. Would you like to look at a guide for this?
Yes.
Okay. Look up a guide. I'll kill things for now.
I should have looked at a guide.
This is the last encounter, so.
Yeah, I'm gonna dash in for a second.
Yeah. Here. I'm also gonna share my screen in Discord. Mind you, that goes too quick.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So we both have to shoot the overlapping number.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I have 1, 3, 5, and
Okay.
10.
Okay. That shot 1.
Okay. I have 2, 6, 7, and 10.
7.
Okay. I have 12. I have. Could I? Okay. I have 12, 4, 8, and 11.
11.
Okay. There you go.
Okay, that is way easier than I thought.
Now we gotta kill both of them. So
Okay.
just focus this one first.
Okay. You can use your super. I'll use my super for the last one.
I'm using my prismatic for this one.
Okay. Okay, that's one down. Okay, where are you?
He's down here.
Lost. Okay.
Oh, he's coming up.
Big damage.
Nice.
There we go. Okay, then that was way easier than
Okay.
than I made it out to.
So now, pick the. So this one will have the flower thing. Give it a second.
Okay.
Respawn, and then pick the flower one, not the one with the orange, the pink flower.
Okay.
Peace.
Peace.
Well, look at you. Trusting your own instincts. Thinking for yourself. I'm so proud. You and we're not interested in playing other people's games. Now, Ziva or
Yeah, that's
Rad?
pretty cool.
Oh, my sister has always played by the rules. And where did that get her? Nowhere good. There's no power in blindly following the whims of capricious, self-titled gods.
Now, if
All
you
right.
Except
look at it in your inventory,
yourself.
Uh-huh.
you can see what 2 perks you got.
Oh. I got Spirit of the Bear
Nice.
and Spirit of Scars.
That's good, actually. And then you can put it on if you have prismatic equipped.
Move faster while guarding with the unbreakable shield. That sounds like a void.
Yes. So if
Weapons
you,
that have a damage no supers create an element of burst healing. Oh, okay. Scars is good.
yeah, you can only use it if you have prismatic equipped. But yeah, I got
Oh,
necrotic and starfire, so
nice.
I get.
Are there any secrets around here? Because it's a long.
I mean, if you want to look around, then feel free to. I don't believe there is. So, oh, I think that might be the heat threshold though.
Okay, no feathers in here.
'Cause I'm sweating.
Oh, the heat threshold.
I'm sweating.
Damn. I think you got bunny ears.
Yeah, this is the Dido armor. Oh, it's a heat wave this week, so streaming's gonna be touch and go.
Ooh.
Uh, yeah, I need to. Every
Yeah,
time I stream, my
if you
computer
need to
warms
end.
up.
Oh,
If I look at my
yeah. If you need to end.
my computer temperature's gone up 10 degrees
Holy shit.
in streaming. Uh, I mean, I can probably just watch something, but I can't be doing gaming and
Damn.
stuff at the same time. you want to do the lore stuff, I guess?
Yeah, sure.
Oh,
You know what? You can give me your stream key,
I
and
don't
I
know
will
about all.
stream.
I don't know about all that. Funnily enough, we're about to start Lightfall too.
All right.
Oh,
Little exit to desktop.
screen. Bada bing, bada boom. Let me know when you are ready.
Red.
In death, Rasputin might have not destroyed the armies of the Witness, but he had undoubtedly saved humanity. He left us with a single message. By decoding his deepest and long-lost memory stores, he had discovered Osiris's lost colony on Neptune. He also discovered what the Witness was looking for on the colony. To us, it was simply an unknown artifact known as the Veil. We wouldn't understand its significance for quite some time, but it was the same artifact that Savathun had hidden away, the same artifact that had been used to create the Witness by the Precursor people, the artifact of darkness that they had tried to link to the Traveler, one of the tools the Witness would use to enact the final shape. We had to make our way to Neptune with all haste, but in the wake of the Warmind's death and the Traveler using this last moment to make a valiant stand, the great machine had been left exposed. The day we had all dreaded was here. The Black Fleet made its final move in earnest.
Oh.
The second collapse was upon us, and the Witness would begin the final stages of the plan set in motion millennia ago. The Witness would rise, and the light would fall.
Oh, like it's Lightfall. Right.
Oh.
The time of endings had arrived. As the Pyramid Fleet made its way to Earth's atmosphere, it was supported by the various ships of Callus's loyalist fleet, his newly titled Shadow Legion. Whilst their vessels fell easily enough, we had no defense against the Black Fleet itself. All the forces of the Coalition rallied to the side of humanity, but we were helpless against the Pyramids. And from the mobile command vessel known as the Helm, all the Coalition's leaders could do was stand back and watch. But in this moment of remarkable tragedy,
Oh,
something
I guess. Do you remember what we watched last time in this? Season of the
So it
Seraphim stuff.
was yeah, with the Rasputin
Yeah.
sacrificing himself.
Performing the Guardian Tenants. And Aramis losing again.
Right. She
I
could have
believe
had everything.
she could have. She could have from the beginning. I
But she
think
tried to be with the Witness.
I think this is when the Witness, like before this, gave her wife back as a score.
Oh.
So
Yeah, because I was in Seraph Shield.
yeah. So we've had that, and then we had the plunder stuff. So that was all before Lightfall. And we already did Spiral the Watcher, so kind of already know how that was before.
Right.
stirred within the Traveler. Light. It had detected the Witness's darkness aboard the lead vessel of the Black Fleet. and it struck back with a chaotic beam of pure potential and life. The power of the light made manifest. The pyramid vessel was sundered and overtaken with wild, luminous growths as a new seed of silver wings was planted in its hull. At the heart of the beam, the witness had been caught within its full power. But as we would soon realize, it was utterly unaffected and slowly began to approach the traveler. We tried our best to intercept the witness as it approached, but it unleashed its terrible powers upon those guardians that made their way to intercept it. The ships, the guardians, and their ghosts were atomically sliced apart. They died instantly. The shipwright Amanda Holliday was amongst the attacking squadron, and whilst she wasn't hit by the witness's powers, the debris from the assault crashed into her vessel, and she was forced to Earth. Humanity's forces and the Traveler itself had proved ineffective against the witness. The Black Fleet began to surround the Traveler and enclosed it in some kind of containment field, shuttering off its beam of light. At long last, the witness's grand chase was at an end. It would reach out, and upon reaching a certain proximity to the Traveler, it would receive a vision. It suddenly knew where the veil was, perceiving it through the connection it had to the Traveler. With all haste, the witness sent its newest disciple, Emperor Callus and his Shadow Legion, to the location of the veil.
Now that I know, like, the original Lightfall was cut significantly compared to what we got,
Yeah.
I want to know what it was like.
Yeah, I'm pretty curious.
Because the vibe change from that logo to what we got is...
That's a pretty big shift.
It's like Resident Evil to Mandalorian and Grogu. It's like a 180 type of vibe.
Yeah.
Before, it was a pretty serious looking thing. Now it's yo, what's up, dude?
Let's what are we doing?
Ready to shit on some turtles and bots today? Ooh, we got it.
Ooh.
Neptune. Osiris would quickly pursue them, along with us. Now all the hopes of the universe would rest on our shoulders. We didn't understand what the veil was. We didn't understand why it was important. All we knew was that the witness was searching for it, and that its plans to end the universe relied upon it. We quickly boarded a Cabal vessel just before it dived into near-light speed travel, and we found ourselves exiting NLS at the edges of the system, in the outer giants. We had seen Callus's forces. They were starting to touch down on the surface of Neptune, and we helped at least in some regard. Some of Callus's vessels were vulnerable from within, and so we scuttled what we could, before escaping to Neptune's surface in Cabal drop pods. We had to follow the Cabal on a bit of a hope and a prayer. Diving deep into the clouds of a gas giant meant that we shouldn't have been able to land in the first place. But instead of falling endlessly through clouds and being crushed by immeasurable pressure, we emerged into a neon-soaked cityscape. We had discovered Osiris's colony. We had rediscovered the secret human city of Neomuna. Our arrival was quickly noticed by the local protectors, the Cloud Striders, Nimbus and Rohan. 12-foot-tall cybernetically enhanced warriors now stood at our side, and they may have been tasked with defending their own people and their own city, but they weren't about to reject a little help if it was against the enemy that we had in common, even as the...
I'm just gonna have story complaints as we go through this one. Up to this point, they thought we were warlords, and like we're horrible, horrible, horrible people.
Yeah.
For all they would have known, we might have been on, like, just having a dispute that ended up here. I don't know why they immediately went,
Oh yeah.
Lightbearer, hello, instead of like,
Yeah.
oh fuck, they're here. You know,
Mm-hmm. No, yeah, I get that.
because if I think of like a real world analog, right? It's kind of like if you think about like
Like,
animals,
oh
whatever.
fuck, that Genghis Khan.
Yeah, it's like you're fighting about whatever. Oh, here come the Romans, and then all of a sudden the Greeks are also fighting on the other side, and you're like, oh fuck. You're not
Oh,
gonna go to one of them and be like, yo, what's up, dude? How you doing? You're probably gonna stand back and see like, okay, how do we not die?
right.
It's not. They're cool, right? Like the
Mm-hmm.
they got good weapons and stuff.
Well,
We
no,
can
way, it's
come
the
back from the
Greeks.
dead, and there's only two of them, which is kind of an asshole. Um, that there's only two of them. I think you can have more.
Mm-hmm.
You have an entire a city of people. I think you can like take three maybe,
Yeah.
but you know,
The
I don't
Cabal
get why
rent
they
their drop
limited it to
pods.
two.
I don't remember. But like two people where it's like, oh, we're the only ones around. There's guys chucking out black holes.
Like the only actual people.
Yeah, and some
Which, it's a cool concept
yeah.
for, like, an entirely like digitized civilization.
Well, they're only
Having like
digitized because the
physical
Cabal
protectors.
arrived.
Oh, they're only digitized because the Cabal arrived.
Yeah, otherwise they do
Okay,
roam
and
around.
to preserve themselves. Okay.
So we kill the Cabal, or like the Cabal arrive and they're like, oh, everyone in your pods, and they're fighting, and then two more drop pods come down, and you have Thanos, which is us, power to like just wipe out like like generations of races, and then an old guy that's just grumpy. I feel like you'd be a little confused and concerned that one of these nuclear powered people are now on the planet.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah,
it's
I don't really have any more to add to that.
Down on the city, the actual populace of this place was nowhere to be found. Neomuna's citizens had prepared for war, and all of them had universally retreated into the Cloud Ark, a simulated reality created thanks to the connection that had been forged by the Neomuni technology to the Veil. It was also a great source of power for the city, and it had helped protect them from Vex incursions for the many years since their isolation. But the splendor of Neomuna had also been tainted. A large portion of this city had been crushed by the arrival of Callus's vessel, the Typhon Imperator. With it, the Shadow Legion had arrived in force, accompanied by some of the Witness's own personal forces. They would be known to us later as the Dread. Specifically though, great hulking abominations strode forth alongside Callus's forces. They were the Tormentors, and they would be more than capable of going toe-to-toe with Lightbearers. Osiris's drop
well,
pod had landed nearby, and he needed us to help break him out. He did not have his own paracausal abilities of the light anymore after all. He did not have the same strength that he once did, even if his determination was the same as it had always been. But before we freed him, our ghost noticed an unknown source of energy that was paracausal in nature. A mysterious, verdant source of power.
also people just apparently only Guardians can see it. They couldn't see it. The Neomunans could not see
Oh
any of
yeah,
it,
yeah. Yeah, they couldn't see it.
which means
Yeah.
somehow they just built all around this unknown source. Because when you're playing in the game, there's like the like little fonts of it
Yeah.
on top of like things. They
I
just
mean, it's
built.
probably. I mean, they're probably there because of the veil,
Yes, but they can't
and
see it. They just somehow built around it.
oh, like yeah, and like the buildings don't have it in it,
Like it's not like they put a wall through it.
right?
So that's another
It presented
thing.
itself like threads, and when we reached out, we were overtaken with darkness. But this was not some festering corruption or some malignant thing. It was the energy of potential, of fate,
Potential
of
man.
purpose, of connection. We had found the signature of the darkness that emanated from the veil, a new element at our command. For the first time, we had discovered Strand, a power of the darkness that was very different to what the Witness had shown us with Stasis. We had seen many individuals on both sides of the war use the powers of darkness, but to the best of our knowledge, we were the first to ever wield Strand. Our temporary surge in power allowed us to wipe out a large contingent of Shadow Legion troops, but after some time, we pushed ourselves too far and were momentarily exhausted. We could not climb, and Osiris had to be saved by the Cloudstriders, who easily took care of a Tormentor and several Shadow Legion
Convenient.
troops. After we had all regrouped, we headed for the Vale's containment building, but quickly discovered that it had been overrun with Cabal. We also saw the tools that the Witness and Callus had deployed against us. Paracausal disruptors. They were preventing us from using our light and dark powers. Pushing through regardless with force of arms alone, we managed to approach the Overlook to the Vale's containment building, and we saw that it was overrun. There, our ghost was momentarily possessed again, and it appeared momentarily as though we could glean valuable knowledge. We saw a direct communication between Callus and the Witness, whose voice emanated from our ghost. We didn't know why, but their plan was to link a device of some kind, known as the radial mast, to the Veil. It was a relay device. As we now understand, linking the Veil and the Traveler was the objective, and so perhaps the radial mast was a tool by
Interesting.
which the Witness could accomplish this. This device, whatever it might be, could doubtless be found aboard Callus's flagship, the Typhon Imperator, and so our next move was to assault it directly, so we might destroy this device before it could be used. When we reached the deepest chambers of the Typhon Imperator, Callus's forces were waiting for us, and his trap was sprung. The shields around the radial mast were utterly impenetrable, and even though we momentarily regained control of Strand, we weren't able to break through. Our light was fading, and were it not for Keitel, who attacked the vessel in force, we would not have escaped. Our new Strand powers that we had developed were of immediate interest to Osiris. He believed that they might in fact be originating from the Veil. It was also of interest to Osiris on a tactical level. It was a force that wasn't accounted for in the plans of Callus or the Witness. Osiris would push us to gain a deeper understanding of this power, and as we assisted the Cloudstriders, it seemed like it was still beyond our control. We learned more and more about it, but every time we pushed ourselves, we would still feel our control eventually slip. Regardless, the use of Strand at all in our arsenal was something that gave us progress. The paracausal disruptors that Callus had deployed didn't account for Strand energy, and they could be destroyed by it. We would be able to use our Strand powers without restraint to destroy the forces of the Witness.
Also, another thing, those disruptors disrupt stasis, which is a darkness ability.
Right.
So, up to their knowledge, it's just hampering the darkness. Apparently, mint darkness, though, Strand, perfectly fine.
I got that spearmint darkness.
Yeah, the parsley. Another just, oh, convenient. Oh, interesting.
I mean, I
Osiris
like
also made
Strand, but it's not really used very well in the plot.
I know Strand was supposed to be in Witch Queen, but they delayed it because of, or to change it up for Deep Sight.
It would have worked much better in Witch Queen.
I wonder how Strand would have been introduced in Witch Queen, or how they would have introduced it in the final shape originally, instead of what we got.
Various further discoveries about the darkness, uncovering the further truth that unlike the light, which was based in the power of the physical universe, darkness was based in the immaterial, the world of emotions, thought, will, and fate. An important understanding, one that would further what we already knew. The witness was not truly darkness, it was merely a user of it, and even darkness itself was not truly evil. It was merely a force of the universe, as basic as gravity. Regardless of what lessons might be learnt, our teachings would be cut short. Callus's forces were making their moves, and they were trying to bring the radial mast to the Veil. We had to intervene quickly. If such a link would provide the witness with victory, no matter what that victory looked like, it had to be stopped. So we set out with the Cloud Striders to stop them. Nimbus was waylaid, so with Rohan at our side, we pushed forward to the Veil containment facility. Our Strand powers were reaching new heights, and we used them to destroy various Cabal commanders and even a few more powerful tormentors. But when it came time to destroy the radial mast, our powers once again abandoned us and left us unable to fight. The senior Cloud Strider Rohan made the ultimate sacrifice to destroy the radial mast.
Also, with the radial mast, we have not been told, I don't think, where this comes from.
Oh.
It was just kind of like, hey, we need to get the radial mast. And every player and like Bife was like,
the radial mast?
It's an artifact of the light. That's the only explanation.
Oh, it's an artifact of the light.
Yes. Where'd it come from? Oh. Obviously it's made by the darkness. How did they get an artifact of the light? Oh. Okay. It's just a MacGuffin that's like, here. And Rohan dies.
He brought us the victory that we needed, at the price of his own life. But there wasn't time to grieve. This only reinforced to us that we needed to master our new powers, or Rohan's sacrifice would be for nothing. But we discovered that our approach had been all wrong. Unlike stasis, which was the element of control, to master Strand, one must let go and accept one's place as a part of the weave, a web of fate that binds all life together. After understanding this and realizing the truth of this matter, we finally achieved a mastery over Strand, and not a moment too soon. Callus's forces were preparing to once again assault the Veil containment facility and secure it so that the Witness could finally do what it had been planning to do for eons. It would link the Veil to the Traveler, allowing it to enact the final shape, radial mast or not. If the Veil was removed from Neomuna by Callus, it could be brought to the Witness. It would not need a link, it just needed it in its possession. With Empress Keitel and Nimbus by our side, we defended the facility as long as we could, with Keitel deploying her Ascendancy forces to fight at our side. But eventually, we were forced to retreat into the Veil containment facility itself. Callus broke through the facility's defenses in a mad
Yeah.
Okay, so if the Witness can just, like, manually just go to the Veil and make a link,
well,
why introduce a MacGuffin?
So right now, so the Traveler blasts the Witness, right?
Right.
Witness tried scoring whatever into the Traveler, and then Callus goes. So we go with it. So all this is happening at the same time the Witness is trying to get in. So the Vanguard are watching the Witness do like a Zoom call to Callus. He's still Witness is still at the Traveler.
Witness is still at the Traveler, right?
It's just kind of weird. They're like, okay, because Callus is there, and then he teleports Tormentors in. Why could he not just teleport a light artifact in, and then just Bluetooth, like, was waiting I think the witness wanted Calisteads, knew we were going there, wanted to use our ghost, and if we killed our ghost, then that's one less the guardian. I
I
think
guess.
is like the most charitable explanation for the plan, but still,
I suppose.
that's such like a out of my ass type thing that
Like such a coincidental plan.
it's such like a yeah, we pulled it last minute.
Rampage, and beneath this object of ancient darkness, we faced off against the Emperor, using the powers of Strand amplified by the Veil itself. And in the end, though his power was great, though he believed...
We also still don't know what the Traveler or the Veil are. Where they're from, how they're connected, what they are. Not fully.
Thank you,
Well,
Sony.
that has not been answered at all. That's part of like the mystique of it. Of what is the Traveler? We don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah, now it's like,
But I feel like maybe it would like there's a chance it would be answered, you know, maybe in the story that's going on.
maybe also Sony
Maybe.
had a thing they said where they might be angry at Naughty Dog for not having released a game in the past 5 years.
Uh-oh.
Which is like for that it's taken more than 5 years to make their new game. And you're saying this after you cut Destiny that has yearly expansions. Also, Marathon announced their like season 2 starting on the the second. So like
yeah.
a week before the Sony thing, or a week before Destiny's update, and the state of play is on the second. So, and whatever like petition is around 200K now signatures. There's been dozens of articles across different like like IGN, Dexerto, like those type of article places, news websites.
Right.
Dozens of articles from different writers, tons of people across the internet saying like how much they've interacted with Destiny, how much they love it and want it to continue. All the voice actors saying like basically dogging on Sony, saying like, hey, you need to get this figured out. And these are pretty well known voice actors like Alex Lee, the guy who's Daredevil in Rivals and in half the anime in games right now. For example, the protagonist of Monster Hunter Stories 3 is Alex Lee.
Ooh. Oh.
He was also Dredgen Bale in Destiny.
Oh, W.
He's not able to get his work in now because of Sony. So he's not happy. All the Brian Villalobos, Lodi, who's in Pokemon, the anime now. Not very happy.
Oh, W.
Keith Davids, not very happy. The voice of Ikora and Crow and Drifter and Oryx, the Taken King, and Saladin, and nobody's happy.
And yep.
Sony has basically burned the bridge with dozens of voice actors, millions of players, like a couple million players, and they're banking on a game and putting all that negative reception on Marathon and expecting people just go for
they're
it.
putting everything on Marathon, which barely. I mean, Destiny 1 has been having a resurgence.
Destiny 1 has more players than Marathon.
Yeah, Destiny 1 has more players than Marathon.
I will also say, the Marathon, I think, voice director, the quote is taken a little out of context, it's a little clipped. But Marathon voice director says he understands why Destiny 2 fans are upset about Bungie shifting focus to Marathon, but says players can speak with your wallet instead of rooting for the game to fail. When he's saying speak for your wallet part, he's saying play the game if you want, or don't. Speak with your wallet for what you want to happen. Is him basically saying, if you don't want to play the game, don't buy the game. Like saying, if you want to speak with your wallet, let Sony know you don't want to play Marathon by not buying it. Say you want Bungie to go Destiny by spending your wallet with Destiny. There,
Yeah,
silver will still be available for purchase. If you want to
good.
show that you want Destiny, you should probably spend money on Destiny. Buy the DLCs, buy the season passes, buy silver. Don't spend money on Marathon if you don't want Marathon, and that'll inform Sony you made the wrong decision to cut Destiny.
I'm not buying Marathon. Like,
It's the thing, I've said it before earlier today, and I said it yesterday. The example I gave today, it's like, if you tell me I can't have a burger, and you say, go have a pizza. If I wanted pizza, I would order a pizza. But I want a burger. When Heroes of the Storm got into service, I was upset. And people were like, oh, go play League or Dota. It's a MOBA. It's like, well, if I wanted to play either of those, I'd be
I would
playing
have been
those.
playing that.
But I like Heroes of the Storm. So people saying, oh, just go play Marathon. If Marathon does well, then maybe that leads up to like a D3 coming. No, it won't. That's not how that works. But also, if I wanted to play Marathon, I would have already bought it.
Yeah,
And the timeline for when they would have decided to shut Destiny down is right around the same time they launched Marathon, within like a month. So,
yeah. I was originally interested in Marathon, but like out all of the stuff that I mean, we've talked about all this before, but all like the like outsourcing art, uh, and like in all the oh, what's what I'm looking for the art plagiarism.
yeah,
It turned me off to the game.
yeah. And like
Like, oh, these are the people that are making this game,
the
not
reputation,
doing their due diligence.
yeah, the reputation, not even just Bungie has now, but the reputation that um, Marathon has of the
It's
stolen
not a
art,
good reputation.
of like, the process of making it, where people didn't want to play it for like a while, and you had to like redo it twice. Or you had to redo it once. You went through a couple directors. It took time, and then all the Destiny players, where you said Marathon's not going to take away from Destiny, now have that thought going through their head of the constant, oh, right, yeah, the game that wouldn't take away from the game you just shut down.
Yeah,
It does not have the reputation they want, and they're not doing anything to change that. So it's kind of just, you know, their
yeah. I don't.
audience isn't growing. One, because it's a $40 game. It's cheaper than most, which is
Right,
good, but it's still it's a paid game in a genre that's not super popular. Arc
right.
Raiders is only
It's an
popular because of
extraction
streamers.
shooter, right?
For what?
You didn't. The Marathon's an extraction shooter, right?
It's an extraction shooter. The only reason Arc Raiders is popular is because of streamers.
Yeah.
Arc Raiders was going to be a 12-player co-op looter shooter initially, but they couldn't make it
Oh,
interesting enough, they felt, so they added in the PvP. But they don't want PvP to be the main focus, which is why they're focusing more and more and more on PvE stuff. They haven't been dealing with cheaters very well. Just like the finals. Cheaters were a problem in the finals for a while, until they locked in for some reason. Without people like the Burnt Peanut, Ninja, and the Tapman, those streamers, Myth and them, Arc Raiders would not have been as popular as it is.
it wouldn't have.
Extraction shooters weren't popular as a game as like a game genre to begin with, because a battle royale, I know I'm gonna lose my loot. The whole point of grinding in Warframe and Destiny is when I get my gun, I can vault it and keep it forever.
Yeah, I think once once Tarkov came and went. You know, to Tarkov, I've seen some stuff of Tarkov. It looked kind of fun.
Yeah.
But I mean, that came and went. I had like Tarkov is the only like extraction shooter that I know about. I mean, it might have gotten popular from streamers,
It
but it's
was
like the only ones that I've seen like a bunch of like my friends at the time playing.
well, Tarkov was the only one for a while, because everything was a battle royale.
Yeah.
And the thing with Tarkov is it has a problem with cheaters that they never fixed, and it was paid, and it was like a super sweaty thing. But people didn't play extraction shooters because it has a wipe. Not even just do you lose stuff, they have a wipe every so often where everybody's reset back to the same point, which is like,
Oh.
if you don't know that, like for stuff like Arc or Rust, it's communicated to you very quickly. Servers wipe monthly or every couple months, right? Just
Yeah.
make sure that
Exactly.
no one has control of a server for however long. Diablo,
Mhm.
you're told every season your character gets moved to a separate thing, and if you want to do the current stuff, you'll have to make a new character. There's that. A wipe
Oh, really?
with Destiny is just a weekly reset. It's just things have been brought back to before you played them, so you can do them again. You keep all your loot. Battle Royales, you know, each match, you're not going to keep your stuff, so you don't care.
Yeah.
PvP is always going to be less popular than PvE. So, for instance, Arc, right? Talking to one of my friends. There's a thing where you like people pay real money for dinosaurs in Arc because you can transfer from servers to server.
Yeah.
So people on PvE servers where you can't fight will breed perfect dinos, sell them for a couple bucks to PvP players so they can take them onto PvP servers and do that.
Ah.
So if you sell 1,000 in a weekend and each is like $1 to $3, that's a few grand.
No, yeah, you're making bank.
But even with that, where a lot of the game is PvP, PvE is still the more popular ones. Look at Rust. Every time there's a Twitch Rust event, it's an almost like an RP more on the PvE side. Destiny, PvP was popular, but PvE was the focus. Arc Raiders and Marathon.
Right.
Arc Raiders, PvE is more popular because people are fine with PvP as long as it's not a sweat thing. That's why COD is popular. But extraction shooters, like Sea of Thieves, always get sweaty. That's why they die. They don't last long because the sweats take over, ruin it for the people who just want a casual one, because there's no casual mode for an extraction shooter, and they leave. Marathon has 80,000 players as a cap. Daily, they get a concurrent of like 9 to 11, I think, thousand. If they don't appeal to the middle audience of like sometimes they sweat, sometimes they don't, they will lose most people. And they'll just have sweats. So you're looking at buying a game for $40 to play against sweats that have, in whatever season, have all the gear, have all the stuff, and you're starting up. So if they don't put in skill based, or the thing Arc Raiders does, where if you're more friendly of a player, you get put in friendlier lobbies, or a PvE mode, like they're planning to, and testing out a PvE mode that they're throwing together, you're not going to stay. Marathon has only been out for 3 months, and it's already
Does Marathon not
lost.
have skill-based matchmaking?
I think they do,
Okay.
but regardless, if everyone's a sweat and you're just starting, it doesn't really matter.
Right.
And there's nothing stopping a sweat from just buying the game again on a alt, smurfing, and doing that. They can't transfer the loot, but if they want to play in easier lobbies, they just switch to the account that's a lower like skill rating for whatever percentage and do that. That's what happens in League. That's what happens with everything. Overwatch, Rivals. The problem with smurfing is a thing, and if you're running solo, going against teams of sweats, you're not going to have the best time. Which is why they're looking at doing a PvE mode, where they are adding special events, kind of like a mini raid into Marathon. Well, if you had a
Wow.
PvE looter shooter with a raid mode,
Imagine if you already had one of those.
imagine if you had one that you've been developing for 9 years. So I get what the voice director is saying. Pay, like, vote with your wallet of like, if you don't want Marathon, don't buy Marathon. Show them that you don't want it. I get that that's kind of clipped and like taken like snippets of out of it. But we did vote with our wallets. When Bungie first showed Marathon to people, gun creators that play extraction shooters, that's their whole shtick. Nobody said they'd play it. So they had to redo it. Time after time, the server slam was big because it was free. Right? Since it's not free, it doesn't have that luxury now. So either they go free to play and get more players, or they had a PvE mode. Well, we've also voted with our wallets for the past 9 years that we want Destiny because we keep buying Destiny. We went through 3 years of Destiny 2. We went through 9 years, or 3 years of Destiny 1, 9 years of Destiny 2, through up and down, like, waves of, this sucks too, we're so back. Season after season after season, DLC after DLC, we bought it. Good or not, we played through it, we came back, we spent time in the shop, buying silver, we created content around it, we created art for it, we interacted with communities for stuff, for the past decade, we have voted with our wallets that we want Destiny. So many games have tried to be Destiny and died. So many looter shooters have come around and tried, where it's like, if I look up looter shooter as a genre on Steam, right? If I go here, we're taking a quick tangent because I'm annoyed now. Looter shooter as a genre has split so much into like, what is a looter shooter? Like, Risk of Rain is considered one. I don't think that's accurate. Borderlands, not doing the best at the moment.
Yeah.
It's at mixed. Escape from Tarkov is a looter shooter. It's been mixed, I think, for like a while, even on their own platform. The free ones do better. Warframe has been around and is still going on. That's kind of the only other looter shooter. Division is going around. They get a resurgence as time goes on or wanes. But like, how many of these that are called looter shooters actually are like a looter shooter? Like, Spaceship One, that's an action roguelite. I don't know if I'd call that a looter shooter. So the genre Destiny is in, obviously, is pretty limited. It's like Borderlands, Warframe, Division. Right?
Right.
So obviously, when you have one game that is the pinnacle of that, Anthem died. Outriders died pretty quickly. This is like the closest thing we had to a Destiny thing where they had 3 classes. weapon tiers and stuff. A lot of customization. Came out 2021, and I think like 4 months later or something, a few months later, maybe a year, they put out the DLC and they were like, yeah, we're ending support for the game. And it's from Square
Ugh.
Enix. Like this, like Technomancer, Trickster, Devastator, Pyromancer, they had different classes, they had a DLC, and it's on at a mixed right now.
Rough.
But again, it's Square Enix, and People Can Fly. People Can Fly are the ones that did Duke Nukem. That's a, like, that's pretty big. Square Enix has a lot they can throw at stuff. And it didn't last. First Descendants. Is it First Descendants? Whatever that, like, kind of goon-ish one is. I think it's First Descendant.
I have no idea.
The First Descendant. This game is an MMO where you have like heroes and stuff, so it's a hero-based one. It's heavy goon and grind. Like, I think when it first came out, the grind for stuff, it was like, oh yeah, it'll take you like a year to do one item fully to max. Here's a skin where there's like so little clothing on a character you can't show it on Steam without having a sexual content tag. And then I see Destiny. It says Deep Rock's a looter shooter. I don't think I would classify that as one. Justice League, kill the Suicide Squad, killed the Justice League. You know how that went. Not very well among like a few things.
Well.
People didn't like the story. The gameplay wasn't intriguing. The characters aren't very interesting. The story for this one is like you have these heroes. These heroes are actually clones, so even if you killed them, they didn't stay dead. That was the whole thing. Also seasonally when stuff changed, like when they had Mrs. Freeze come in, it was like clearly they painted over stuff in snow because there's like perfect square sections. Warframe is a looter shooter, but I wouldn't call it similar to Destiny. This is a bullet hell type game. It is a looter shooter, but it has no end game, and it's a bullet hell style gameplay. Risk of Rain, I would not count. Escape from Tarkov is already not doing well. Borderlands is mixed. First Descendant has troubles. Like Division, not the most interesting theme. You're kind of just a John Wick character. You know? If you look at Final Fantasy and Diablo for like loot stuff, Diablo's not the same. Final Fantasy's not the same MMO type thing. There is nothing like Destiny. They were top of the market for a reason. Multiple games that are like, oh, this is the Destiny killer over the past decade, died. Because they couldn't live up to it. That whole meme of like, Steam wins by doing nothing. Destiny was like that for a while, where they just kept doing their own thing and just kept winning. Anthem was supposed to be a Destiny killer. Diablo was supposed to be a Destiny killer. All these MMOs were like in competition for MMO players. Didn't do anything to Destiny. Which should be enough voting with your wallet of Blizzard, Activision, the studio behind Final Fantasy. All these big studios made a game that didn't take players away from Destiny. Amazon with Lost Ark could not do it.
Oh, I forgot about Lost Ark.
EA could not do it. New World could not do it from Amazon. Multiple MMOs came and went during the time of Destiny. And players didn't drop when they came out. They dropped because of content being boring or a delay, where stuff was drawn out. We have voted with our wallet for the past 9 years of we still want Destiny, that other games came and went, or couldn't take players away, even if they're in a similar genre. Fortnite didn't take players away from Destiny. So it's, you know,
Believed that this would be the glorious final battle of our lives. It ended.
a lot of people consider Lightfall one of the worst DLC for the game.
Yeah, that is a
Including with
pretty famous
seasons.
sentiment I've heard.
Like including seasons and DLC, it's on the lower tier.
Oh,
People still played it though.
yeah.
Even though people going through it actively went, I don't like this, the raid, I don't care for, they still played it. They still bought
Because they
stuff
like
afterwards. They bought the next 4 seasons, and then Final Shape, and then the episodes after that, and then Edge of Fate, and the year after that with Renegades. They still, after like one of the worst performing DLC, where it was like, oh, all the content creators were like, dude, I'm getting scared. Player numbers are down. Stuff is getting kind of iffy content wise. We need something before Final Shape. People still bought stuff. They still paid for things in the Eververse store. They still bought stuff for the game. We have paid with our wallets. If that wasn't enough, really it is just kind of hoping for a significant hit to Marathon to make Sony go, okay, maybe we did make a mistake. Marathon isn't selling more, we need to do something. The game that was making money, we killed. So either we need to bring that back or continue development, greenlight a D3 and just ride out with Marathon. Have Marathon keep going and just
Yeah,
earn
okay.
something.
I think this is an argument I mean, just like a sentiment that I've heard, that I've seen around. But with them like still like making sure that like silver is still able to be purchased,
Yeah.
it you know I've heard the sentiment that it sounds kind of greedy, like trying to squeeze out the last bit of money from this IP,
Yeah. Which I can see.
which I'd get that.
However, uh, Destiny in end of service, with its silver still up, will be making more money than Marathon is.
That's the truth.
And if Sony sees that and decides to still not do anything, I don't know what to like.
I mean, I'm gonna be like like this is just what I think. Like even if like Destiny's still doing good, but Marathon kind of fails.
Mhm.
Like it is hard for me to see a reality where they actually make a Destiny 3 and not just shut down Bungie.
And I don't know if they want to do that though, because then that's a $2.9 billion loss for them.
Yeah.
They got to try to make whatever back, and I think that's why they're riding a Marathon. But Marathon was the wrong choice, I think. Because Marathon is not
Oh,
making
it
the
was
money back.
absolutely the wrong choice.
The money Marathon cost to make, it has not made back yet.
Like they should have just fired Tyson Green.
Okay, I've kind of changed my opinion a little on Tyson Green with some stuff I've been hearing as people have come out.
Oh.
Tyson Green became the captain of the Titanic after he hit the iceberg.
Mm-hmm.
So, the portal, yeah, that's a criticism. But he also apparently he pushed hard for the shooting range to be implemented. People didn't want, like, execs didn't want the shooting range because it wasn't a moneymaker. Like, they were at that level. So, Tyson Green isn't at fault for a lot of the stuff. I think a lot of it does stem from Pete Parson and his impact on the studio. The Portal, yes, you can. That's a big criticism where they just went ahead with it, and then it seemed like they were surprised that it didn't work out. That one, I think you can have a genuine criticism of they missed the forest. Not even just the missed forest for the trees. There were no trees. They just imagined a forest. But it's not fully on him. Also, partially, uh, the guy who's like the um, art director for the Division, the main art director for the franchise of the Division, put out a tweet where he says the Destiny news hits hard. I always consider them our main competition, but in the friendliest way possible. Uh, in a perfect world, we both succeed, but we always felt smaller, more at risk. Never expected this outcome. Warframe devs said Warframe would not exist in the state it is in without Destiny. A lot of them would not be working for Warframe without Destiny, because that was their introduction to this genre and to games in this way. Sony has killed the one game that has inspired, I think, the past decade of games across genres for how things function and like art and shooting and stuff. Like the inspiration for so many games where so many people looked up to Destiny and they killed it for money, that if they don't do something now to get a little of that goodwill, there's going to be talk across companies of Sony doesn't know what they're doing. That's my thinking. Because devs talk, right?
Yeah.
I don't think Pete Parsons is ever going
People
to work
talk.
at a studio ever again. But like,
Oh no, I hope not. And he can just fuck off. You know, I mean, he's got enough money. He could just fuck off with all of his fucking cars.
yeah, like Game Rant is another thing where, as an article, Game Rant says saying goodbye to Destiny 2 hurts because I'm not just leaving a game behind, but a version of my life I can never return to. There, like, this is the kind of thing where people know who at Sony gave the word. People know which executives gave the word to do this. Their names are running
Oh,
around because, like, people, whatever devs do know that, right? I imagine
right.
those names are spreading through like group chats, through people texting one on one, across companies across the world, of how I guess incompetent of a decision this is to do. Where people are like, "Hey, we always thought it'd be us first," like the Division thing. We're sad you guys are gone now because like Ubisoft considers the Division to be their main success right now, franchise wise. For
Yeah.
them, the big three at Ubisoft are Assassin's Creed, Division, and Siege. Are the three IPs they have that they value the most. Warframe has mainly Warframe and Soulframe that's kind of doing okay. All these companies, people around the globe, players, devs, content creators, all these people want Destiny to continue. I've looked up to it for years, quite publicly, and it seems like people ignore that. Just went Marathon, this one that has had a rocky reception from announcement, is the one to go with.
Yeah. First impressions matter when it comes to games. Well, to really anything, first impressions matter. Like when like for a lot of people when they hear like when they heard about the like art stealing, just like turned them off immediately.
Yeah,
Like with No Man's Sky, you know, like at the start of the game,
yeah.
like being very like not what was promised at the time.
It's like what
But even with the updates, people some people have come back, but like some people are still writing off of that first
It's
impression,
like Ret.
and the same with like Cyberpunk.
Yeah. Like Rets will stand some things like that.
Right.
But also, Ret with Marathon, I think he said like the art thing, like they fixed it, that's cool. He was more hating on Marathon because it was like the popular thing. Like he didn't care either way. He was just hating more to just
Yeah.
as a bit. But there are people that don't like it just because, oh, this is the new thing.
Yeah, I mean
There's a,
it's okay to
it's okay to
not
not
like
like something.
something, but writing, not liking something and just like writing off of what's popular to not like.
Yeah, that's
Like
dumb.
I mean, if you see some stuff about the game, like form some opinions,
Hmm.
but like you should know something about like what you're hating on,
Yeah.
so you can hate properly.
Okay, here's the quote from like the Marathon voice director, the full one. He says, "I understand Bungie made a game, Destiny 2. People loved, and then they kind of were like, we're gonna put that on hold. We're gonna work on Marathon. People got upset about that. Cool. Don't play Marathon. That's fine. Speak with your wallet. That's fine." Which to me is like, if you think that was the wrong decision, speak with your wallet. But that's more than just, we're gonna put a hold on Destiny. They're stopping development. That's not putting a hold on it.
Yeah, that's not a hold.
Uh, but also, Marathon's getting the amount of support Marathon's getting internally to me is weird. Because objectively, it's just doing worse than Destiny was. Like, even when Destiny was at its lower, Marathon was still below it. Objectively, for the past quarter of a year, it was doing worse. Why is the decision to keep pushing for that one so hard when it isn't really getting traction and not just putting that one more on the side? Because Bungie's an 800-person studio. We haven't heard about people officially being laid off yet, right?
Right.
Which is kind of my main hope of like, okay, nobody's like announced fully they've left. I don't, at least not that I've seen. So maybe there's something there. But if the thing is like, we see like we're 3 months in, you know, we're planning this and because they made this decision around February, March to shut Destiny down. And then they launched Marathon. They could have changed that decision, right? In the time where they saw, okay, this isn't actually doing well. If we shut down Destiny, we're gonna be in like a bad situation. They have 800 people. I, I can see them doing like a 300, 500 split, or even just a 400, 400, I think would be fine. Destiny needs more people to get a full like development thing if it's your main game. But if you are trying to do two, I think if you did 400 and 400, or 5 and 3, Destiny's the main one, and you're like building, taking the time to build Marathon up, that I think is fine. Even if like you're releasing stuff around the same week for both games, I think that's fine. Because those experiences, when you're done playing Marathon, you go play Destiny, vice versa, right? Or the player bases that are already split don't go to either game. It's fine for them. I'm not going to play Marathon, but I'm going to play the Destiny stuff. They could have just kept it going, because if Sony is willing to give a decade and a blank check to Naughty Dog and still say they're kind of upset they haven't released a game in the past 5 years and not hit them with anything, or Insomniac with Spider-Man, or the studio behind God of War, but
Yeah,
Destiny,
you have all these story games. but they cut the game with the story.
Well, if the problem is you're upset they haven't released a game in the past 5 years, but you have a game that releases a DLC seasonal story, a DLC once a year, and seasonal story like either every so we had 4 seasons a year, then we had 3 seasons a year type thing. If you're upset that you're not getting the rollout speed you want, but you get a game, you still value the studio at almost $3 billion, and the game has a yearly release window where people are still buying it and it's making money, maybe not as much as you want, right? That's understandable. But it's still hitting the metrics you want for other stuff, then I don't think you can complain about not getting stuff. You had something that was releasing a yearly thing, and you decided to kill it. That's on you, right? But the other thing is like, okay, when you play a story game, I played through Spider-Man and then the Miles Morales one. I played through them and then I uninstalled them because I did everything. I had no reason to go back.
Yeah.
The Digimon game, I played through it. I have no reason to go back. The only reason I'm going back to Monster Hunter Stories 3 is because there's a content patch coming out this summer. That's like the only reason I'm going back to it. I finished 1 and 2. I'm not going back to them. When I'm done the story for a game, of a single player story game, I finish it, and then I uninstall it. I'm done playing. If I ever want to go back to it, sure. But I'm probably not going to. Destiny, that had a weekly reset and yearly new story, I keep coming back to. So it's weird to me that they'll spend all this money and all this time on games where people get 10, maybe 20 hours out of the story and like completing it. Usually about 10 hours, right? Like if I look at my Spider-Man, if I look at Spider-Man Remastered, I have just under 20 hours. Miles Morales, I have 14.7, right? Because those games have collectibles and stuff. I look at Assassin's Creed Odyssey, I have 27 hours because it's a collectible game. If I look at Halo's, I think, the perfect example. Halo Infinite, we played through the story, took us 13 hours. I have it uninstalled. All the Halo games, the moment we finished them, we didn't go back. Wilds, I finished the story, and all I have now is grind. I have not gone back since March 1st. Stories 3, I have not been back since 31st. Division 2, right now I'm just grinding. So I'm not playing it as much. Like when people finish the story of like 10 to 20 hours, they're done. They uninstall the game. Whereas Destiny, I have 2,143.5 hours on Steam. That's not including Battle.net, not including Xbox One or 360 stuff with Destiny 1 also. So I don't like Borderlands when I've played through them. Borderlands 2, I have not played. Borderlands 3, I have more hours in because it was a looter shooter thing that I was doing with a friend. But it took me, I think, 30 hours, and I have not played since 2024. So it just doesn't make sense to me that you would spend all this time and money on games that people drop once they're done and kill the one where they come back to repeatedly for the past decade. despite whatever money it's making and stuff like that. You know?
Yeah.
That's where I'm
Uh,
confused at, like, where the actual support is coming from inside for Marathon. When it seems like none of the players really, the players that are playing it right now are going down. It's not making the money. Why do they value Marathon at such a high, like, why do they still value Bungie at such a high level if they view Marathon as like a startup and they won't even refer to Destiny by name? That's my confusion. But uh we're almost done. Lightfall, we have another 14 minutes, and then I think we can be done for tonight.
oof, yeah,
'Cause
that's a pretty short story.
well, this is, we finished Lightfall, and now we're also going to get into the seasonal story that launched with it.
Ended up being the last
Yeah.
battle of his. We were victorious. Keitel would soon join us to mourn the man her father had been once again, and as Nimbus also regrouped with us, our ghost proclaimed that they were feeling strange. We received word from Osiris all too late. We had to get our ghost away from the Veil as fast as possible. Once again, it was too late. Our ghost had been possessed by the Witness. To understand what might have happened in this moment is difficult, but I believe this theory may be the correct answer. The ghosts are part of the Traveler, made and forged from the same cosmic flesh as its shell. Within them, there is a cosmic link to the Traveler itself. The Witness had needed the radial mast, an object of grand light, in order to link the Veil to the Traveler before. But now it had another object of light. Using our own ghost and possessing it, it would form the link it needed. We couldn't bring ourselves to shoot our ghost down and prevent this moment. We failed, and a stream of cosmic energy erupted from the Veil, flying through the system and striking the Traveler. Our ghost was saved by Nimbus, but it was too late. From the command deck of the helm, the Coalition leaders watched as the Witness enacted the next step of its plan. This moment had been 1,000,000 years in the making. The Witness approached the Traveler unhindered, and with its outstretched hand began to carve great lines into the Traveler's divine flesh. When those lines had joined, the space between folded in on itself. The Traveler had been dissected, and a way into its pale heart had been opened. The Witness and some of its pyramid vessels ventured into this portal, where at last the Witness would be able to enact the final shape for good. Within the heart of the Traveler, the energies of the light and the darkness could be merged to allow the Witness a measure of ultimate control over the universe. There would be no more life, no more death, only a stagnant limbo where nothing would change, a final shape that would be exactly for the Witness alone to command and control. We stood before the portal and beheld our failure. It was over. We had lost. But even with this great defeat, our struggles were not yet done. It would take time for the Witness to complete its plans in earnest, and while it worked within the Traveler itself, we would still see its forces rampaging across the system. On Niamuna, we would work with Nimbus to uncover more about the Veil.
Okay, last thing I'll say for the Destiny thing. Titanfall, Battlefront, Half-Life, Portal, Left 4 Dead, and KOTOR communities that have all been wishing for a third installment have hopped onto the train of we want a D3.
Yay.
So there's also intercommunitary community. Like,
Yeah, I mean, I have been taking, my my anti Titanfall 3 schizo pills for a decade.
Hmm.
I don't want to have to do that with Destiny.
It's
Like I love Titanfall 2. I played Titanfall 2 on launch. I love Titanfall 1. Titanfall 2 is amazing. It's such a shame
yeah,
that they didn't do 3.
yeah. Well, you know, hoping, hoping.
And confirmed something of our most ancient and original foe, the Heart of the Black Garden. We learned that the Heart of the Black Garden had been a failed copy of the Veil. We also managed to find the lost submind of Soteria, which told us of critically important information. It told us that an enemy of the Witness resided on Titan, and that if we were to save all of existence, we would need to venture there to secure victory. But Titan had not emerged from the Witness's clutches. It had still been abducted, and even many months later, was nowhere to be found. In the meantime, there were other pressing matters to attend to. The citizens of Neomuna were having nightmares. This might seem trivial at first. Nightmares are normally just things of fear. These were different. They all spoke with the same cruel, twisted voice, one that seemed to invite laughter at the demise and dread that it brought. And eventually, we would start hearing this voice too in our waking moments. We would hear it all the more clearly when we held certain relics of Nezarec. We heard his voice deep within the Vex network, and in some quiet places on Neomuna, in its central plazas as they were being attacked. As long as we held something connected to Nezarec's past, the echoes of the final god of pain rang out through our ears. The voice was beckoning us. It was an invitation that would eventually take us to Essence, what remained of the Witness's pyramid ship, the personal vessel that had been attacked by the Traveler's light. The beam of the Traveler had changed this place irrevocably. It had grown into a wild place of light and dark. The roots of a new tree of silver wings had started to grow and to crack the obsidian stone of the
Is
vessel's
this a raid?
structure.
Yes, this is wrong.
Oh, that's his round.
We can do this. So,
And the roots
Alright.
of this new tree had skewered something of remarkable importance: Nezarec's interred remains. After his dissection by the Fallen,
Oh,
the Witness had salvaged all that remained of the Disciple and had placed him in a state of suspension on board the pyramid vessel. Nezarec was technically dead, but not too dead to dream. Only Nezarec's head had been recovered. And yet, as a tree might grow from a seed, within his containment, Nezarec was beginning to regrow as well. His body was filled not just with the paracausal energies of his original darkness, but with the new, wild growth of the light. His strength was returning, and with one of the roots piercing his containment, whenever the tree grew, so did he. As we ventured through, we had to feed light and darkness to the roots of the tree of silver wings to progress. And as the tree grew, so too did Nezarec. We would hear his heartbeat. It would sound the doom that would approach should he properly return to the world. And at the apex of his power, when he had completely regrown, we would face him. His grotesque new body was an abomination of light and dark. But with his old weapon, Night Terror in hand, he sought to devour our fear and unleash his gluttonous wrath upon this doomed new world. He had returned to reap the pain and suffering that he believed he was owed. But thanks to our own mastery of light and darkness, we were stronger. We struck down the Disciple just as we had done to Rolk, just as we had done to Callus. But as his strength faded once again, we heard the last fleeting words of Nezarek, promising that his memory would never fade, and that even in our quietest moments, we would know his voice. It is still unknown if he lives on in some psychic form, but he has come back from the grave once before, right
I hate
before
this
our own
news.
eyes. It is possible that we
What?
haven't seen the
I
end
hate
of
this
this
news.
terrible force just yet. Back on Earth, the Witness's other forces, the Shadow Legion remnants, even after Callus's defeat, were continuing to conduct their Dark Master's purposes. As primitive as it sounds, the Witness would carry out many of its following actions purely for the sake of hatred and for the infliction of pain. It wanted us to experience the same helplessness that its creators had when they were abandoned by the Traveler. The people of Earth were being kidnapped by the forces of the Witness and rounded up into well-defended prison camps. It was here that Mara Sov intervened. She had seen how we had mastered both the light and now a new form of darkness. She had seen that we had ascended, and that all those who stood at our side were worthy. She named us as one of her new Queen's Guard, members of a great and regal order, and alongside Devrim K, Amanda Holliday, Mithrax, and the Crow, we would conduct many daring raids in order to break the people of Earth out of the prisons of the Witness. After raiding multiple prisons successfully, a trap was laid for us. It was meant to destroy us all, but we got a strange warning of sorts from an old foe. Aramis had seen her faith in the Witness shaken. What the Witness had done to her people had challenged her beyond even the Great Machine's betrayal. She would sit and think, and then she would break her allegiance with the Witness. She herself was broken, not in body, but in spirit. She didn't care for vengeance anymore. She had seen it enacted. As she had turned the key to fire the warsats, she believed she had achieved it, only for defeat to be snatched from the jaws of victory once again. She had made the choice, and even though there were no repercussions, she realized that her heart simply wasn't in it. If the world was going to end, she didn't care anymore. She would eventually leave the system and look for her long-lost mate Arthris, but before she could find her, she warned us of the trap that was being laid before us and tried to steer us clear. But she had always been our enemy, and so we ignored her warnings. Whilst many of us would escape, it was Amanda Holliday that would pay the price for our refusal to listen. Aramis was able to save Mithrax from being enveloped in an explosion, evening the score for the time he had showed her mercy when hunting down Nezarek's relics. But Amanda was now dead. Gone. She had given her last full measure so that the people who were trapped could escape. Her death shook us all. Crow was distraught. Despite his past life, they had become friends, and though the relationship they had developed was complicated by what Aldrin had done to Cade, Amanda was still of the understanding that he was a different person at very least, even if emotionally speaking, she was having a lot of trouble connecting with him. But it was Zavala who was most affected. He had watched the Traveler give the light to the Hive. He had watched it nearly abandon the people of Earth. He had watched it do nothing as the people he loved and cared for died. From his adopted son, to his wife, to the woman he'd come to know first like a daughter, and then as one of his oldest friends. Zavala's faith broke. He cursed the Traveler with his words. If it would not lift a finger to save his people, then he would become like Atlas once again.
This was Lance Reddick's last performance for Destiny.
Yeah, I've heard. Oh, he's such a good voice actor.
He was amazing. And this line,
I'm just I'm dude, I'm glad that his last like stuff with Savala was what it was, because it was really good.
his monologue talking about how we move on after death came out after he had passed, like the week after.
Oh,
So I think he passed
oh, that
on a
hurts.
Thursday, and then the Tuesday is when this story came out on the weekly reset,
Oh, that hurts.
and it kind of felt more like it was almost like he was talking like it'll like he knew, even though it was sudden, you know.
Right.
But this every time I hear someone like an actor passes, it's sad, but some of them hit harder. Like Robin Williams and Lance Reddick, I think hit the hardest for me.
They, I mean, yeah, Robin Williams definitely hits very hard for me. Um, but I didn't really. I mean, I didn't play Destiny really before this year.
Yeah,
But like I found out about Lance Reddick's death like just like in this last week, and like the final shape being like his last performance.
I know. Final
It,
Shape is Keith David.
oh wait. Oh, final shape is Keith David.
Yeah, this was his last performance.
Oh
So last one for you would be Lightfall.
oh. Whoops.
But still, it's like
No, I completely got that mixed up.
it's just this whole week was very somber. Last time I saw as many articles from Destiny coming out for different news sources was uh in games when like a voice actor, community member, or someone passes, and other players in the game hold like vigils and stuff. For the next 2 weeks, no matter what instance of the tower you went to, you would find, this week included, five, if not the whole tower, a couple, at least 3 or 4 people around Zavala saluting or resting just by him. People were wearing his colors. He has a couple emblems with him that people were putting on as like community support. Because Lance Reddick played Destiny as like his main game. Lance Reddick has multiple raid completions. He's played through the game. He was a Titan main and a Warlock player.
Mm-hmm.
I think 2 or 3 days before, I think actually the night before he passed, he was playing Destiny.
Damn.
So the people that are involved with this game have such a deep love for it, and the players can see it. It's not just an acting role. Uh, when a voice actor puts their voice to a character, sometimes it's kind of phoned in, but for the characters in Destiny, they feel different. I have not had a game experience with a voice actor where I felt like I could detach the voice from the actor. I don't think I've had that for a movie or anything else. You know?
Mm-hmm.
So this was a very connecting, I think, season.
He would shoulder the burden of the coming war for the survival of all life in the universe. The war that would begin its next phase beneath the methane seas of Titan, and with the words of a long-lost Leviathan, who would at last be roused from the deep.
So we have 45 minutes left. I think we can do that next time.
Yeah.
I have spent the past almost half of my life with this game franchise. And seeing it mishandled feels like seeing someone I know be mistreated. Because I've spent so much time and become so immersed with stuff that it's not just a game. And I hope something changes. But I don't know.
Yeah, I really I hope for I don't know what I hope for, but I just want good things for the Destiny community. Like I wish that well, okay, there are many things I could tell my younger self, but like over the past month, like one of the things that I've added to that is I would tell my younger self to play Destiny and just like not to listen to people saying bad things about Destiny and just like give it a shot
Mm.
because you know I'm really grateful that you've uh like been here with me as I've been playing Destiny for really like giving it like the first try like shot at it. But I wish I started sooner because I mean I know what like when we started like we were talking about like not having a lot of like communication and like the update being pushed to June,
Mm-hmm.
like not really hearing a lot about the update, and we're hopeful.
I even right now, I think if they said, "Hey, Destiny 3 got the green light, but it's going to take time." Really, I think that people would still be upset, but the goodwill and just like the excitement to look forward to it, I think would bring people to D2 again, spending more money on stuff, and knowing that a D3 is coming. I think right now, I think Sony's upset at the backlash, and executives at Bungie are upset because the community managers put out a response. They put out a copy paste response.
Right?
Like
Yeah, I've seen it.
with the and that's seems more like a silence thing or like a this is all they're allowed to say right now. If a Destiny 3 gets greenlit and they continue, I do think it'll like the amount of goodwill they'd get back wouldn't be the same as what they've lost with hearing like they didn't tell anyone. but just like the situation. Obviously, we don't know everything. Say, greenlit, or the green light has been given. We're working on it. You'll probably get it in like 4 years or something, 3 or 4 years. Bear with us. I think we'll be fine. Because really, right now, we understand D2 is probably not going to get developed again. Like, they're not going to reverse their decision and just keep going. But right now, everything that they're doing to try and, like, stop people from talking is not working out. It's actively encouraging more people to keep pushing for stuff. You know? So it's like, because they put out those statements that feel like a corporate kind of silence thing. And now everyone's talking about how, oh, obviously the suits are met, so we gotta keep pushing. It's doing the Streisand thing.
Right. I love the Streisand effect.
Part of me is hoping like all of this is just marketing to finally get approval for a D3. Right? That like all because one of the first trailers for Destiny came out June 9th, 2014. And this final update's on June 9th. That's when it was planned to come out anyway. But they're just turning it into like a final update instead of an anniversary one.
Starts on June 9th, ends on June 9th.
Yeah. Part of me is hoping that this is a stunt to be like, hey, if we make it as loud as possible for Sony to not be able to like avoid this right before their state of play comes around on the 2nd and stuff, we could say, hey, please let us greenlight this. We'll start work on it. Even if it's a little team, we'll start work on it right now.
Yeah, I mean, even like, even without all that, like, even all with all the backlash, like, there's no like avoiding Destiny
Right? Yeah.
at their state of play.
No. Anything marathon related is getting hit hard. Sony's other games are getting comments about it. They cannot avoid it. The sign up thing, the petition, is over 200K.
Yeah, it's like 214K right now, I think.
Yeah. The current, like if I look at whatever for Steam, the monthly amount of players that would log in for Destiny 2 across console and PC was 200K. So that means every player that logged in last month has signed that plus. So the entire player base, effectively, that is currently active, has signed this petition. If Marathon peaked at 80K on Steam, like just under 90, and with console had probably another 20-ish, maybe with each, it was still under Destiny monthly. So
Crazy.
right now it's got 11,000 people on, or it's got 7,000 people on right now for Marathon. Destiny has 12. Even at end of service, there's been a little resurgence. They still were doing less. So my hope is just Bungie, despite the executives and whatever at Sony, saw what was going on. Someone blabbed to someone about, hey, I can't tell you, but you're like, the game is ending. And I hope it's just they're trying to push him to the point of like, fine, we'll greenlight it, just stop doing this. Because I don't think I don't think Sony can dissolve Bungie. I don't think they can take that loss. Because if they dissolve Bungie and they value it at just under $3 billion, that's basically a $3 billion loss that they're not getting back. I don't think they'll dissolve Bungie. If anything, Bungie becomes like a support studio. Right?
Mm-hmm.
So I don't think it's going to get dissolved. The problem I see coming is that they just ignore it, which is probably what's going to happen. But I'm hoping it's going to get to the point of like, fine, we'll greenlight it, just stop. Like, okay, you want it? Here you go. Whatever state it comes in when you get it, can't complain. Because right now, they don't have any games coming to PC. They're doing all exclusives again. Right? Destiny is their only really real PC game, apart from Marathon. So they need a PC game to be competitive in that market. They don't need one, but consoles aren't doing well right now sale-wise. So having your games be limited only to consoles, it's not the best.
Mm-mm.
So that's my hope. But chat, I will see you all tomorrow. We'll check out Reset. I don't know what we'll do tomorrow. We'll see. It's supposed to be warm, so it may just be a stream later in the day. Because it's going to be like 27, 29 degrees Celsius. And it's 11:30 and 19 degrees right now. We'll see how it goes. I'll see you all later. Go have a good night. Go eat, go drink, do what you gotta do. Bye-bye.